Out, man. TMP. We back again. We live again. We do this shit again, man. What's up with y'all? What's up with y'all, man? Is your boy, and this is TMP, man. Like I said, we got to go in on this topic today. See if we can find a little ish. See if we can find a little something. All right, man. Y'all tap in with us this morning. Y'all tap in with us this morning, man. We talking about this topic. High school girl was slammed on her head, slammed on her shit in a fight that happened on Halloween, Friday, 2 days ago. And we're gonna go in on it, man. We're gonna talk about this shit. We'll talk about these new age youth today, the students today, the kids, school age kids today. The blatant lack of regard for their safety of others, for order. I'm gonna talk about this cop. Was he out of line? Did he abuse his power? Did he overuse force in this scenario by slamming this girl on the concrete onto her head? Yeah, man, we got to go in on it, man. We're going to see what's going on. We're going to get this TMP perspective this morning. We're going to get to it, man, because that's what we're here for. It's what we do. It's what we're known to do, man. So I'm sip on some of this water this morning. Time went back. I know some of y'all probably up on the East Coast. Should be about 5 o'clock here, but instead it's 4. Time went back on us. I guess time going back means what, we get more daylight. Sip on this good old water. I guess we get a little more daylight, man. That's a good thing. It's a good thing. It's a good thing, man. I don't know if y'all seen this video yet, but it is going viral. We're gonna go in on it today, man. Let's do it. What do y'all think, man? Let me ask y'all, what do y'all think about this scenario, situation? What do y'all think? Optically, how do y'all see this? How do y'all view this? What's your opinion on it, man? What do you think? What do you think? Deserve it? Did he go a little bit overboard? Was it a little bit of abuse of force? What y'all think, man? What do you think? What do you think? Me being from this area, I will say that West Charlotte, the west side of Charlotte, is a heavily crime-riddled neighborhood, a low-income neighborhood, a historically black neighborhood, a situation in a neighborhood that is dilapidated and going through things economically, and it's in a lot of ways out of order, man. I will start off by saying that West Charlotte already has problems. They've had issues with students bringing firearms into the campus. Unfortunately, they had a current student that was just unalived this weekend as well. A young lady, black lady. And yeah, man, just to say it lightly, Charlotte in itself, especially the west side of Charlotte, West Charlotte University, it has a connotation or a reputation of being downtrodden, destitute, ghetto, low income, ratchet, all the above, man. And as you can see from this melee that transpired out here, the cop could he have used less force on this young lady? Yes, but was she out here fighting, being chaotic, being out of order, conducting herself as if she had no home training and no father in the home? That's what I saw. When I see a young black female striking someone like this, when they see having no disregard for their own safety and health, because you see an officer out here with a taser, with his non-lethal, trying to break up a fight, and you're continuing to be disobedient, disorderly, and violent. And as we say, you know, as a lot of folks say, you play stupid games, you win stupid prizes. So a lot of times, like, was this officer out of line? In my opinion, yes. Adamantly, yes. I feel like the force that he used to subdue this young lady that was striking somebody on the ground was excessive. Definitely, it was highly excessive. Honestly, it could have caused brain damage, could have cracked her skull, could have caused brain swelling. You know, he lifted her off the fucking ground, slammed her on her head. Lord knows what type of injuries this girl sustained from this takedown by the police officer. But we know what it is, man. We know how it goes. We know, I mean, and it's unfortunate like that the officer looked like herself, but we ain't gonna, you know, that's just it. It's obvious. It's still an officer doing his job at the end of the day. He has a job to do. His job is to protect order and safety, and she was unfortunately impeding his ability to provide safety, a safe presence for others in this melee. So yeah, man, he slammed her on her shit, man. Slammed her on top of her head. Hope the young lady's all right, but I'm not gonna lie, it did not look pretty at all. Situation definitely looked dire, man. She went limp, so she got slammed, went limp, went lifeless. Like I said, I pray for the young lady. Hopefully she did not sustain any permanent damage from this, but yeah, man, I don't know. It's a thing called excessive force, and we got to know about it. You know, whether you know, her being a kid does not stop her from having to be able to have force used against her. She was over here committing assault on someone, literally, you know, right in front of a police officer. No respect for authority, no respect for herself, no respect for someone else's pain. So we're striking somebody on the ground like an idiot, you know. Yeah, man, pretty ghetto, pretty ratchet, as y'all can see, man. The whole scenario really went out of order, got out of hand quick from what I saw in this little short clip. Whatever, I don't know what started this fight. I really would like to know more history on it, or what really provoked and instigated this thing from jumping off like it did. But like, as I said, the people from this community, the west side of Charlotte, Betty's Ford, you know, all the above, Betty's Ford, all the way to John C. Smith. You know, anybody that's from the Carolinas 704 knows these areas. This probably went through these areas at one point. The college, the illustrious John C. Smith, is situated right on the west side of Charlotte, man. Right, a couple blocks down from West Charlotte. Synonymous with gang violence, synonymous with shooting and violence and death. It is. Just like a lot of areas in Charlotte is. West Charlotte is definitely affiliated with violence, infighting amongst blacks. Just like any liberal city in America. Definitely has a reputation of being a violent community, an out of order community, a mother-led community, single mama-led community. So yeah, man, it just begs the question. Definitely begs the question. What is really going on with folks, man? What is really going on, man? Like, are these folks not having any type of structure at home? Are they getting no home training, guidance? It begs the question, what is going on in these houses and all these, in a lot of places, a lot of liberal places in America, especially amongst melanated folks and black children? What is being taught to these young, impressionable minds out here? What is being imprinted on their psyche as to how they should conduct themselves in society, in a proper society? What are they being trained? You know, what are they being taught? That's my question. What are these kids actually learning in these environments? What are they being taught? Like, what's going on? You know, that's my biggest question I would love to inquire and ask, is what the fuck is going on in our communities, man? You know, I know we all want to demonize and jump on the officer, you know, and in a lot of ways, I guess he would be out of line, you know, for the way in which, the force in which he used to slam this young sister on her head. I'm sure a lot of folks would, you know, deem that as definitely being some sucker shit, you know, but it's some weak stuff, you know, to do this to a female, a high school female, and you're a grown-ass man, to use that type of force to subdue her. It just seems excessive. That's all we can say, you know. Now, and I will not defend ratchet shit. That's one thing I would never do. I would never defend out of order shit. I would never defend abominations. I would never defend females leading the community, the black community. I would never, ever sit complicit and say that these things are right, that we just allow in our society. I will never deem these things logical. You know, like, there is a reason why these communities are the way they're, in the condition in which they are. I know we love to deny the fact, make excuses for the fact. You know, denial is a real thing, especially in the black community, man. We love to deny we have issues. We love to deny we have infighting. We love to deny that we have, you know, we're living out of order biblically in our communities. In a lot of cases, we like to deny that fact, you know, or ignore it, look the other way, turn a blind eye to it, whatever you want to say about it. But the issue still prevails, man. We still have these violent young girls, these gun-toting, violent young men. You know, women out here, these young girls out here have no order. They're fighting. Like, it was a time when women did not fight and wish the way they do today. I mean, just being honest, especially in the black community. We had a time where ratchet-ass, ghetto, housewives of Atlanta activities was not just the time, this not the tea of the time, man. You know, like, now all we do is turn on and see ratchet, ghetto, hood fights, hood boogers. We see more black females fighting than we do men. You know, we see men, we see death, unfortunately. We see these pussy-fied gangsters shoot niggas with switches and guns and all type of firearms and attachments, man. That's what we see from the black men. But the black women, we see just chaos, you know, dysfunctional, degenerate chaos. You know, that's what we always see. We see babies being born at a wedlock at a high rate. We see, you know, abortions being done at a high rate. We see women fighting each other like men, you know, ratchet shit, fighting men. just being ghetto and ratchet all over. We see this. It's too often that we see these things transpiring in our communities, and it's like, what are we gonna do about it as a community? Like, why are we gonna continue to stand complicit? And yes, we can sit and blame the officer all day, and maybe they'll get us some type of handout reward or whatever payment for her pain and suffering, you know, because she was. The video just looks bad. You know, the video looks bad for Charlotte Mecklenburg Police Department. It looks bad. You know, slamming the girl on the cement on her head just looks bad. You know, so maybe she'll get a payout. Who knows? But the times and the things still remain that we cannot continue to have this ratchet ass depiction of black culture permeating across the world, man. We can't let things like this go viral and then we trying to defend ratchet shit. I'm tired of it. How can we just continue to get behind non-righteous things and try to campaign as if they're right, when there's obviously no moral ground to stand on? You obviously shouldn't go to school to be fighting. You should not be involved in joining in a melee outside of the schoolhouse, in front of the school garage or wherever they're at, outside in these areas that they shouldn't be in. You should not be involving yourself in fighting in mass melees and things like this, where SRO officers will have to come and slam folks and handle business like they have to do. Like, this is not why you're assigned to go to school. This is not why you got up this morning and went to school, was to fight another student. And if this is your point, then maybe you should drop out of school. Like, school and proper society is not for you. Maybe you should go work at Wendy's, be a fry cook at McDonald's, figure it out. Take some time off of school, because if you can't go to school without fighting, you're in the wrong situation. And I'm sure this girl's probably around the age she can drop out. If this is not the lifestyle that you want to choose, then you have the choice to drop the hell out. But this is not how you conduct yourself in society, man. Can't go around fighting folks. Y'all can't go around trying to go viral, doing ratchet shit, doing TikTok memes and all type of ghetto culture shit. You know what I'm saying? You gotta have some type of order. Our community has to have some type of order, man, for us to thrive and really maneuver and propel the way in which we should. We have to have some type of order and structure in our communities. Have to, man. But yeah, it's just a wild story. Like I said, just want to go in on it, man. TMP this thing, True Masculinity Podcast it up, give my opinion, put my 2 cents on that bad boy. Like I said, yeah, the cop definitely, it's a whole move in my opinion. Just my opinion. Like, I'm not too far on either side, but I feel like the force in which he used, that was kind of some whole shit. It was excessive. It was a little bit egregious. Like, I don't think he had to put that much force into lifting this probably 140-pound girl off the ground and slamming her like that. I feel like, what did you get out of that? Can you not read the room? Do you not have discernment? And are you not able to decipher the amount of force you use based on the individual? Or I know adrenaline and temperatures and emotions were running high, but I feel like that was egregious. Like, I feel like that was enough to kill her. If she'd have landed in the right place, that slam was enough to kill her dead. So yeah, I just don't condone that action. The actions from the cop, and I don't condone the actions of this young lady. I feel like she needs a father in life. This is my observation from a little bit of clip I saw. This lady needs a father in her life. She needs a strong male figure in her life, because obviously she don't have one. It's obvious she don't have one, man. She don't have no type of protection. She has no type of discernment and self-control. Like, she fucked around and found out. She found out what order really looks like. She looks like she lives in a house with no order. She lives like she lives in a house where she, gets her way, where there's no discipline, where she runs her mother, where she probably has her mother scared. She running around here probably doing all type of this degenerate low life shit without no type of punishment or retribution or nothing like that, man. So this is what happens when you raise a generation where they have no accountability, man. No punishment, no checks and balances, no accountability. Nobody really giving no real type of effort into them as far as pouring anything into them, mentally and socially. So, man, they are socially destitute, man. They don't really have no deposits in there, man. The bank, which is their brain, their deposit, it's empty. It's dust. Ain't shit in there, man. It's got mothballs and lint going around in a lot of these motherfuckers' heads, man. It's like a bean rattling around in the can with a lot of these young folks in America, man. These young black folks in America, man, a lot of them, man, they dumber than a box of rocks, man. There's some NBA young boy, glazing, no original thought having, TikTok following, trend following losers, in my opinion. You know, so we're raising the generation of losers, man. So the sooner we come to that realization that what we're doing and the place in which we're putting these kids and the position in which we're putting these kids in, man, the sooner the better, man. We got to wake up. Got to challenge the status quo, man. We have to. We got to challenge what these kids are listening to and then put into their brains and indoctrinate it into them. We got to challenge this shit, man. And fight back against it, push back against it, man. With all the power we can muster up, man. That's TNP. That's how I feel, man. Get my 2 cents out there. TNP, man. But yeah, man, y'all tell me what you think. Hit the comment section, hit that description box. Show some love if you feel so inclined, man. I appreciate y'all tapping in with me. It's all love, man. Hit that like button, subscribe if you watch this video at a later date, man. It's all love. Appreciate y'all tapping